Sometimes they are, and sometimes they're not. Welcome to this episode of Am I the Asshole? Our first one is from Ohio's Third Spring. Am I the asshole for giving a secret family recipe to a family member? I married into a family that has a secret pasta and red sauce recipe. When I got married, the recipe was one of the gifts. Whenever there are family functions, we switch up who makes the recipe, each of us putting our own twist on it. Since getting married, I've gotten close with my spouse's cousin. We hang out often. She's a bit of a mentor to me. I asked when it would be her turn to make the recipe because she's a great cook and I want to try her twist on it. She never got the secret recipe. It's only passed down to married members of the family. I learned my spouse didn't get a copy until marriage. She asked for the recipe but keeps getting told, "When you get married." She's in her early 50s and has repeatedly expressed no interest in marriage. I think she's aromantic, asexual. She was asking if I plan to make a big batch in December, I always do, and asked if she could trade some portions for something special she makes me. I agreed, but then thought to ask if she just wanted the recipe instead. She was born into the family. I don't think there should be a restriction on a family recipe that requires you to get married, so I gave it to her. Family found out when she made it, almost immediately. She was so happy, and someone found leftovers in her fridge. Mother-in-law and aunts-in-law are angry with me since the cousin didn't earn it. One of the cousin's married sisters blew up at me over text. Father-in-law gets where I was coming from, but said it wasn't my place. My spouse doesn't care either way, but I earned myself the cold shoulder at Thanksgiving over this. Am I the asshole? Edit to add, everyone asking for the recipe, it's a good laugh, but no. It could be unique, it could be off a box, but I'm not posting it. This isn't a fast movie. We aren't all family. The question of if someone gets divorced is interesting. I can't exactly ask the recipe keepers right now, so I don't know. Edit 2. Because people were asking me to put the ingredients into Google to see what recipes came up, it's close to a macaronia mikimi, plus other meats and spices, which confuses me more because macaronia mikima is Greek. This proud Italian family's secret sauce is special because it's not Italian? Having a stipulation that if you're born into a family, you don't get a family recipe unless you get married is one of the stupidest stipulations I think I've ever heard of. And while in some ways it probably wasn't OP's place to give the recipe away, it's not like they were giving it to somebody outside of the family. And as a result of that, I don't see them being the asshole. This next one is by American John 500. Would I be the asshole for refusing to bring $100 minimum to Thanksgiving? My family and I celebrate Thanksgiving every year with my siblings, parents, and their kids. Roughly 20 to 25 people, including kids. My family is only 2 people, with one 6-month-old baby. In the group chat, it was decided that my nephew would cook meat since he bought a grill. He also told us that we could bring the sides. He chose to spend $300 on meat. I messaged the group chat that we would bring mashed potatoes. My sister responding that every family has to bring $100 worth of food minimum, or help my nephew pay for the meat. I'm not totally against the idea of bringing that much food, but just the way it was presented, and the fact that it wasn't agreed to beforehand makes me upset. The following day in the group chat, my sister said, Option 1, bring enough food for everyone, not just yourself. Option 2, help Thomas pay for meat, $100 per family. Option 3, help Dad pay the water bill, $200 per family. Choose wisely. Upset, I responded with option 4, don't show up. Am I being an asshole if I don't show up at all in protest of this $100 minimum rule? Update, I'm a teacher and she posted a picture of my salary she found online to shame me in the group chat. Definitely not going now. I feel like this is the first that I've ever heard of a family actually laying out a dollar amount of food that people need to bring to Thanksgiving dinner. To be honest though, I definitely don't see the OP being an asshole because if this is how the family's gonna play, I wouldn't want to be around them either. And our final one is from Jamaican Me Scream. Am I the asshole for telling my friend that proposing is not a suitable Christmas present? I have a friend who I'll be calling Harry. Harry and I have known each other for over a decade. We're in our early 30s. He was part of my own wedding party, and 99 times out of 100, he's an all-around great guy. Harry has been dating his girlfriend for around 4 years. She's an absolute diamond and brings out all of the best qualities in him. A couple of weeks ago, Harry confided in me that he was planning to propose to his partner over Christmas. She's very family focused, and he's setting it up so his parents unexpectedly visit them. They're doing Christmas with her family this year, early in the morning, and he will propose during present opening in front of his and her parents, and her siblings and their partners and kids. When chatting about arrangements a couple of days ago, Harry made a throwaway comment about the engagement saving him some time in relation to the rest of his Christmas shopping. I asked him what he meant, and he said that since he was proposing, he hadn't planned to get his partner anything else for Christmas. I said that the two were not mutually exclusive. When I got engaged, albeit not at Christmas, my husband still got me a birthday present the following month. Harry raised that the ring is costing him more than several usual Christmas and birthday presents combined, which is true, but it is not the case that he's scraping together every last penny to buy it either. And there is absolutely money to spare for a couple of gifts that he'd usually get his partner. I also pointed out that since he's hoping to surprise her with a proposal, then it would become quite obvious that something was afoot if there are no presents for her from him under the tree. We went back and forth for a while, with Harry continuing to take the stance that getting engaged is definitely a gift. I said that was all well and good, but that his girlfriend will absolutely have bought him gifts that he will both appreciate and use, and that an engagement is no way the same kind of exchange in that sense. Additionally, while his partner is in no way materialistic, she is someone who appreciates the give and take of mutual present exchanges, like Christmas, white elephants, etc. We didn't have a major fight or anything like that about this, but Harry said that he's probably not going to share more about the engagement with me because I have differing views. I don't want to be a stubborn old fool on something I'm clearly wrong about, so would appreciate the view of internet strangers on this. Edit. A couple of comments are on the same lines, so I'll respond to them here instead of individually. He shouldn't propose to her in front of others. Getting engaged in front of family would suit his partner to a T. This is definitely something she would want based on previous conversations. You shouldn't involve yourself too much in your friend's life. The entire discussion lasted maybe 5 minutes while we were having a drink, including Harry saying he'd not bring it up with me anymore. In no way have I told him point blank to do or not do something, and we have spoken civilly on other topics since. I'd hope that everyone has a friend or two who will be honest with them if they think they're in the wrong. To be frank, my question here centered on the proposal as the gift, not on if I'm a bad friend. Whether or not proposing in front of family would suit the partner to a T, I definitely feel like you should have a Christmas gift or a birthday gift or any other kind of gift, especially if there's a special occasion right around that proposal. But I definitely don't think OP's an asshole for literally just being honest, because if there's one thing I really dislike about people, it's fake people who will tell you what you want to hear so they can benefit in the end. And OP doesn't seem like one of those people at all. Alright, that's enough stories for the day. Well, that wraps up this episode of Am I the Asshole? If you liked the video, please drop a like, share my content on all of your social media, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell so you're notified every time I upload, and drop a comment down below. It really helps with the algorithm and helps new people find my channel. Thanks for watching, thanks to my patrons and super thanks contributors. Have a great day and stay safe out there.